Hi everyone, so glad we're here. I have a few minutes before I go to work, and there's something that's been on my mind a lot lately, and I wanted to talk with you about it. And I'm in this a heightened level of awareness within my consciousness since the eclipse. And what has awakened within me is what I've already begun, and that is becoming more aware. And as we become more aware of our thoughts, we're able to recognize what thoughts create what kind of frequency. If you don't like what's going on in your life, the way you feel about things, then that is where you should look. I think that we get in the habit of not wanting to deal with our feelings because usually it involves another human. And we can sort of hit roadblocks when it comes to interacting with other humans. I'm not in the business of telling people what to do. I think everyone should have their own freedom to listen to the voice within their own psyche, the thought between the thoughts. That's what guides the way to ascension. That's what gives us mental freedom. So I only encourage you to do what I do, is to think before becoming reactionary, before projecting the energy that is presented in front of us. And that includes self energy, because not all of the thoughts we have are our own. We receive thoughts from outside sources, other people, things like that. And so when we clear our mind from our own chaotic thoughts and the thoughts received from the people that we invite into our lives, we're able to hear guided truths of what we should do within those situations. Therefore, having an awareness before becoming reactionary. And silence is a reaction too. So it really is just about setting and tapping into whatever frequency you want to create. And we can create that frequency by leaving a situation that we're in, by taking control of the frequency, by not projecting the same reaction that we're receiving. Just little things like that we can do to change the frequency. One of the things that I have worked on and I'm really recognizing now, is the way that I voice my thoughts. I have a lot of energy and I have a loud voice, and I can raise the tone of it when I get excited in any kind of way. So even in a happy sort of spectrum of reality, I'm learning to be more grounded within my reaction, whether it's in a good or a bad light, because self-mastery is in every situation, in every thought process, in whatever energy being received or sent out. And so the other thing that I do is I get out of this mindset of being a victim, that, oh, I can't do this because of this, or, oh, I can't do that because of that, or I'll try to do it, or I hope I can. I'm removing words that are traps from my vocabulary, and those words, try and hope, those are words that are trap words. I'm using words like I will set that in motion, things like that. Or I am creating a higher sense of awareness. Not I'll try, or I hope I can do it. We have the power to create whatever situation we want. Now, it doesn't mean that the situation has to be corrected or set in a different path immediately. Just the thought process, the awareness, the recognition, you're grabbing hold of that frequency, you're bringing it in with yourself, grounding, focusing, thinking without attaching an emotion to it, to sit and listen to the thoughts that come in once we clear our mind. That is where we begin to really tap into our higher frequency and rise above the lower realm in which we've been thinking. It's just really about changing thought process, making communication simple, keeping things light, creating situations that don't lower our frequency, and removing ourselves or recreating the frequencies that don't feel good. Because humans, we're energetic beings just like the rest of creation, and we can choose to make our lives happier or make ourselves sad. And we use the circumstances on the outside of ourselves to create that scenario, rather than creating that scenario within ourselves first. That is projection. That is manifestation. That is law of attraction. So instead of sitting in your room and thinking, oh, I don't have this, or I have that, I wish I had this, or I don't have that, when you start to just shut all that out, quiet the mind and become present of where you are, and become aware of the fact that you're even trying to, oh, I use the word trying. See, even I'm relearning. When we sit within ourselves and we have the awareness that we are raising our frequency on a mental level of self-communication, of self-empowerment, that will set other things in motion. It's little things that we can do. Get out and take a walk. Drink more water during your day. Practice projecting the vibration that you want to create in your surrounding. It doesn't take any money. It doesn't take anything to do those things. And once we realize that, that is when we awaken the magic. That's when we tap into our higher selves. It's not about love. It's not about sadness. It's not about any of that stuff. It's just about being aware. Then we can choose what emotion we want to feel. I love you to the moon, family. Have a wonderful afternoon.